So lately a lot of Dragon Turbo decks have been topping Edison Format tournaments, left, right and center. And so I was thinking to myself, how can I improve this deck? How can I make this deck better? And after thinking for a very long time, I came to the conclusion that I can't. But what I can do is make the deck worse. So this is what I did. So here he is, the man, the myth, the legend, triple Destiny Hero Diamond Dude. One of my favorite cards. I believe that he's amazing when it goes off, when everything goes right, which is almost never, to be honest. But I made this deck to try and abuse him as much as possible. So next up is a card that is very well known for being in every dragon deck, whether it's Darkness Metal Dragon. Yeah, like if you're playing dragon decks, he's basically the biggest payoff. So you want to play him a 3. Then to revive him, I'm playing double Red Ice Wyvern. I know some decks play 3. I opted to play only 2 because I feel like I already have a lot of normal summons, and 2 of them is fine for me in this build. Then, moving on, we have the dragons that make the turbo go hard, and that is Blue Ice White Dragon, a very loved card. To be honest, I'm not a big fan of it, but it's here just because it helps me to draw a lot of cards, which is what I like to do. Then we have the triple White Stone of Legends, which helps us to search for the Blue Ice White Dragon and can also enable some synchro plays. Keep in mind also these are light, Blue Ice White Dragon as well. That can come in handy for some of the upcoming cards as well. Then I have 2 more utility dragons, Dark Horus and Prime Material Dragon. Dark Horus, you can revive a Destiny Hero Diamond Dude if your opponent activates a spell while he's on the field in the main phase. So that can actually come up, you know. It could be cool to revive a Diamond Dude instead of reviving like Dark Grepher or something that is typically played alongside it. And Prime Material Dragon, yeah, he's just there to protect when you're going for a big play. Like it helps you play through Torrential Tribute, Mirror Force, Bonus Trap, all this kind of stuff. And then 2 more boss monsters to finish it off. Playing a lot of Darks, so Dark Arm Dragon makes sense. And Chaos Sorcerer, because I'm playing Darks and Lights. The Lights being the Blue Eyes Engine and Prime Material Dragon, and the Darks being pretty much everything else. So that's it for the monsters. I think it's like 18 monsters. I like this lineup, it's fine for me. Then let's get to all the spells. I'm gonna start off with all of the drawing spells that make this deck turbo version. First off, Destiny Draw, I'm playing 3 Diamond Dudes, so yeah, let's remove them from our hand and draw 2. Start Goblin, just make your deck 37 cards, pretty nice. Trade in. We have a lot of Love Blades that we can discard. You can even search the Blue Ice White Dragon by sending the White Stone of Legends to the graveyard to just draw 2 cards. Amazing. Card of Conscience to remove the 3 White Stone of Legends from our hands. So this may be a bit bricky sometimes, you know, because you only have 3 targets and you're playing 3 of the draw spell. But if it goes off, it's so nice that I'd like to play it. Now, all of these 10 cards that I just showed can all be milled by Diamond Dudes to give you draws for free, which is like the most amazing feeling ever, you know, milling a Diamond Dude, milling a Destiny Draw or milling a Card of Consonance with its effect. Next turn, just draw 2 extra cards for free. So great. Then 2 of the most powerful spells in this deck that really put everything together. It's Future Fusion and Card Destruction. These just help you thin your deck out so much. They're just powerful, you know. If Future Fusion goes off, you send like 5 dragons in the graveyard, you gain so much advantage, it's insane. And Card Destruction just helps you go through your deck very quickly as well. Then 2 Gold Sarcophagus to be able to search for Future Fusion or Card Destruction, or maybe something else as well if you want it. Keep in mind that if you mill Gold Sarcophagus off of Diamond Dude, that you will just banish a card from your deck and you will not be able to add it back 2 turns later, because here it says during your second standby phase after this card's activation, add that card to your hand, but you didn't activate this card, you only use its effect. So just know that if you banish something with a milled Gold Sarcophagus, that you will just lose it forever. I'm playing double instant fusion to be able to summon a Red Ice Darkness Metal Dragon easily from hand, or to go into some synchro plays if needed together with the White Stone. This could be cut down to 1 if you want to make space for something else as well. But I like it because it's a normal spell, so you can just summon it, summon a monster without paying any life points if you mill it with Diamond Dude. I'm playing 1 reinforcement of the army to search our Diamond Dudes. So it's basically a 4th copy of it, and it's also a normal spell. Heavy Storm for when we want to go for a big play, which is also a normal spell. Dragon's Mirror, which also helps us go for a big play. Now you can summon 5-headed dragon or Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon with this, and helps you control your graveyard for summoning Dark Arm Dragon or Chaos Sorcerer. And then the last spell that I'm playing is 1 Pot of Avarice. To be honest, this was like a last minute inclusion. I wasn't sure whether this was actually going to be good or not, but I think sometimes it can come up. Like especially in the late game when your graveyard is kind of full and you're getting close to deck out, this can really be nice. So that are all of the spells. It's like 20 spells, with a majority of them being normal spells that can be hit off Diamond Dude. So have like a pretty high chance of resolving Diamond Dude successfully. Then I'm playing 2 traps. Return from a Different Dimension and Call of the Haunted. Return from a Different Dimension is just insane. A combination with all of the banishing that we will be doing with our big dragons. Dragon's Mirror as well aids a lot in stacking up your banished pile. And Call of the Haunted, just to be able to bring back a Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon that's in the graveyard, and to start summoning stuff again during your turn. It's great. This can help you go for the big pushes. So these are also cards that you can sometimes look for with Gold Sarcophagus. That was all of the main deck. Let's move on to the extra deck. So the extra deck is pretty standard, nothing too spicy here. On Hell of Justice Catastrophe, you can sometimes make it. 1 Magical Android, same, you almost never go for it. The ones you do go for more often though are Brionek, which is pretty strong, and Goya Guardian, just because they're level 6, you can make it together with Instant Fusion and White Sun of Legends. Black Rose Dragon is a level 7, again, you don't really use these, but it's a dragon, it's a very strong card. Ancient Fair Dragon, same thing, it's a dragon, you can stall it for some time. And the 8s, you also almost never go into these because you can basically only really make them together with Ancient Fairy Dragon or Black Rose Dragon and then another White Stone. It's going to be 1 Stardust Dragon, 1 Total Archfiend, and 1 Red Dragon Archfiend. I don't have any of the Aura Special Dragon Synchros, but I also don't think you really need them. The games where they come up in are few and far between. But then though, what is more important in my opinion is the instant fusion targets. First one is Darkfire Dragon, it's just a level 4 dragon, it's also a dark. You can summon off instant fusion and then you can banish this one to summon a Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon from your hand, for example. Musician King, if you want, it's just a level 5 target. There is also the Reaper of the cards, Reaper of the Nightmare that you can summon. I chose this one because it's a light and usually my graveyard is clogged with dark monsters, so I would have too many darks for Dark Arm Dragon, and sometimes maybe I'm missing a light monster for my Chaos Sorcerer. But then the 2 big targets are going to be Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Usually you don't summon this off of Future Fusion, but you summon this off of Dragon's Mirror. And 5-headed dragon, the actual target for Future Fusion, and typically also for Dragon's Mirror when you have the chance. Just 5,000 attack out of nowhere. So yeah, that's the end of the deck profile. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you try out the deck as well. And maybe you can even come up with a even worse Dragon Turbo variant. Anyway, see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.